Welcome to December. Are your Christmas cards done? Hi, this is Kelly with Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. And today we're working on another batch of Christmas cards. I'm still working from this 2019 paper pumpkin. And this is the one I'm modifying today. It's the one with the deer and the sled. And I wasn't really crazy about the sled behind him because I'm turning these into Yule cards. And so I'm using prints from Joyous Noel. And you can see here, this one's got deer and gold snowflakes on the back, but I'm going with the snowflake background here. I thought about this one, but I decided I wanted this one. So that's what we're working with today. And here's one of our finished cards. And now I'm going to talk about how I made the decision to do some things, and we are going to go from there. I started by using, if you look with the Stampin' Up! Collections, they tell you which cardstock colors go best with that package. And so I'm using Soft Suede and Tranquil Tide for this one. So I used Tranquil Tide for the back to help bring the bluish green snowflakes to pop. And then I went with the Soft Suede behind the deer and as a ribbon band behind the word peace. Yes, I've used the word peace before, but I didn't have a Yule. So I decided to go with peace for this one because these are going to be my Yule cards for friends. I also tossed back and forth whether I wanted to use the plain oval or the scalloped. And I decided furry kind of let's go with the oval. And that one is the largest layering ovals from Stampin' Up. It's the largest one here. So I had the most coverage for my deer. So let's go ahead and put one together. Let me put these Christmas season. I wanted to put greenery behind, but these did not punch out well. At some point I will go through and I will die cut a bunch of them with shims and have some on the ready, but this wasn't today. Okay, so I'm using dimensionals for part of this, so let me pull out another package of the large, let's see, we can use that band, and there's another of the large. Did y'all take advantage of the sale from Stampin' Up! Last week? I did. Go figure. I did. Okay, so I have 6 of these cut, ready to roll. Tranquil Tide base, my Soft Suede banner behind my word, and I had cut the green and then decided I didn't like the green. I liked the Soft Suede better. So, and then I'm still going to have to go through and put an inside pocket in there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp either the snowflakes or the hollyberry, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be just the snow around the corners. So that's what we're going to do with that. So, but for now, quick tip. I had set one over here, and I have shown this tip before. 5.5 by 4 1/4 for your base. Score on the 4 1/4. And then if you use, I had a bone folder here handy. I learned this tip from Artist here on YouTube. She's a card maker. If you crease on the front and then flip it over and crease again on the back, you'll get a flatter fold. And I thought that was a neat tip from Artist. Okay, so I dusted this. I'm dusting this edge with Tranquil Tide, just so it pops off of that base a little bit. And then my glue around the back. I also could have used the deer in the background and made him look like he was the stag in front of the herd, but they're all stags, so it wasn't going to work really well. Okay, so we're going to position this on the center of our card. That one's a little short. Huh. I'll have to check before I glue the rest of them together and make sure I got them right. Okay, and then this, I chose to bring up on dimensionals. And I'm starting by using my border pieces and getting them out of the way. They're sticky and dimensional, just like everything else on that sheet. So use them up. Okay, and then we're going to position that. I'm going to bring this up a little higher. And then for the deer, I just squiggled glue across his belly so that I made sure it went where it was supposed to and not off the circle. And that was close enough. And we're just going to glue him right there. Now to do this, I run the glue strip across the back of here. And then I positioned the strip in the center, gave it a slide. There we go, and we'll give that a minute, and while that's drying, we'll flip it over. And you can tell on the back it's not balanced, so that's a good time to make your adjustments really quick. My tremors this morning. Did y'all get any snow? We got snow. Not a lot. Enough to tell that somebody opened up the powdered sugar bag and then dropped it on the ground, but that's okay. I'm counting it as our first snow of the season. God, I cannot talk this morning. Okay, and then we're going to position this one right there. And that's how quick this card goes together. So, let's see if the rest of them came up short, shall we? While we have a minute. I'm getting my dimensionals open here, so they'll be out and on the ready. Still have a few, but I don't think I have enough to do them all. So, let's see if the rest of them came up short, shall we? Just a tad. Just a tad. I really did measure. There should be 4 by 5.5, 5 1/4. Aha, see, I cut them at 5. That was my problem. That one got cut at 5s. And I'm not going to waste these. We will use them just as they are. And we still have. So are you getting your Christmas shopping done? Do you Christmas shop? Do you shop online? Did you take advantage of Black Friday or Cyber Monday deals? I got in trouble. I got in trouble. I didn't do any Black Friday shopping. But darn Tim Holtz and Heidi from Simon Says Stamp, they cost me money this week. Not a lot. I don't know if they're still available. You can check the Simon Says website out. Down at the, I'll give the link down in the bottom. They did their December special, and they have an exclusive die just for those that order $30 or more from Tim Holtz Products on their website. And I gotta snip that one really quick. So if you spend $30 or more from Tim Holtz Products on the Simon Says Stamp website, you get a free die. And it is an awesome, awesome snowflake die. You've got to check out his video. I will link that down below as well. It is really super cool. Now, what is that? Let's turn it this way, see if the deer will hide it, because I don't know what that is. But it's really super cool. So, of course, I had to go in and order $30. Now, it's limited to a $30 plus purchase. You can't order $60 and get 2 of the dies. You have to do separate orders. So, single orders of $30 or more will get you the free die as long as they last. They are limited time. They always do these. This is like year number 4, year number 5. I have one previous. I think it was year before last that I got one. Now, because this is a short span, I'm not worrying about the trampoline in the center. It's not going to bounce all that much to worry about. We're not going to lose kiddos off the trampoline with this one. I also took part in the Stampin' Up! Sale because, yeah, they're really getting tricky. I really do not like shopping the online catalog, but since I was going in and picking up a couple of items, I went ahead and checked out the online only items, and I wound up with about $100 worth. of stuff. The one thing I went after was the cutting blades were on sale for their trimmer, and they were sold out. I was so irritated. They should be back mid-February. So there is our Christmas card for this week. I will have one more round of Christmas cards next week and maybe the week after. We'll see how my holiday goes. I got all of the Halloween stuff sorted and put away. Now I need to work on the Christmas, and that's partly why I didn't do a video last week. So this is it for me today. Peace, joy, and blessings. Remember to like, to share, subscribe, and creative Christmas blessings.